working overnight at a rundown, aging hospital, has become increasingly convinced the building is haunted. For months, he's been hearing strange whispers, echoing through empty corridors, and catching glimpses of shadowy figures darting through the darkness. But tonight was different. After clearly hearing the chilling voice of a child echoing through the hall, he grabbed his phone, hoping to finally capture solid proof of the unsettling activity. At first glance, the footage seems empty, but according to the shaken employee, a ghostly figure of a young girl in white can be seen briefly appearing on camera. At first, he thought it could have been something ordinary, maybe misplaced equipment or even a trash bin. But he's adamant that area was completely empty. What makes his story even more convincing is what the security cameras recorded later that same night. Captured in stark clarity, a dark, misty shape slowly emerges from the wall and drifts silently through the hallway before vanishing again into the solid structure. The apparition floats with an eerie stillness that feels undeniably unnatural. There's little doubt something ghostly, maybe even demonic, is haunting this hospital after dark. It's absolutely chilling. Nick had been taking care of his elderly grandmother during a difficult time, when one night, something terrifying happened. He was doing his usual routine when an unexplained event left him rattled. Now, it's important to know that Nick's grandmother suffers from Alzheimer's, which can cause her to stare blankly or speak to things that aren't visible to others. But this night was different. As she stood silently, Nick's camera picked up something deeply disturbing. Out of nowhere, an item sitting on top of the fridge suddenly crashed to the ground. There was no clear reason for it to fall. What made the moment even more unsettling was that the family dog began growling just before it happened. But things became darker once Nick revealed what had actually fallen.
Alright, so this is in response to last night. My grandma loves to collect little figurines. One of my grandma's little angels fell off the fridge last night. You see how far back they are. Genuinely.
The object was a small figurine, one of his grandmother's angel collectibles, that had been placed well toward the back of the fridge. Given its position, there was no way it should have toppled over. Nick couldn't find any explanation, but when he reviewed the footage again, he noticed something truly spine-chilling.
No, I'm pretty sure it's just a plug-in charger. I brought my girlfriend Claire here so she can help me demonstrate. But can you try to step in front of that? So it just does that. Move away. So that comment says that the Roomba doesn't do that unless someone's in front of it. My question is, like, why was he doing it last night? It is kind of creepy with a smiley face and everything. Even when it gets to the edge, it does that. But it was on flat ground.
In the video, the family's Roomba vacuum moves strangely, as if something invisible is standing in its path. Its short, hesitant movements seemed unnatural. Nick started to wonder if it had sensed something paranormal. From that moment on, he began feeling tense and uneasy in the kitchen. Unfortunately, since the house's only television was nearby, he had no choice but to stay in that area. Then, while watching something alone one evening, the next bizarre incident occurred.
So, I was watching my show, and after last night, I'm definitely not leaving these lights on. But I was watching my show, and there's nothing there.
The dog suddenly became alert, both staring into the empty kitchen as if something was there.
Whoa. Whoa. Yo. Oh, that's cool. voices!
While filming, the Roomba circled around the living room until it suddenly flipped over on its own. There was nothing in its way. It moved as if thrown by something unseen, though Nick had experienced strange things before. This moment truly shook him. Even though the activity appears to have stopped for now, this eerie series of events has left far more questions than answers. At around 9:52 p.m., a man inside his home noticed something unusual. Out of nowhere, his two dogs began barking uncontrollably. Normally, they only reacted this way if someone unfamiliar was nearby. Curious and uneasy, he checked the security cameras to find out what had startled them. At first glance, the footage showed a strange shape slithering across the floor, resembling a snake. But when he looked more closely, the form seemed to resemble a dog instead. The chilling part? It wasn't his dog. All the while, his own pets barked louder and louder, as if desperately warning him that something, or someone, had entered the home that shouldn't have been there. A man walking through a field just before nightfall captured something unsettling in the distance. At first, everything seemed normal, until his camera picked up what appeared to be a figure dressed entirely in white, moving in a disturbingly unnatural way across the field. The way it glided forward didn't match the motion of a normal person walking. The figure never drew closer, yet it never truly turned away either. Some believe it could be the image of a ghostly apparition, while others suggest it might be someone in costume. But the strange, distorted movement makes it nearly impossible to explain. In another unsettling recording, a woman is seen walking toward a room after hearing strange noises inside. She paused at the doorway, peering in cautiously before stepping forward. That's when something terrifying happened. Out of nowhere, her hair was yanked violently backwards, as if pulled by invisible hands. The force was so strong her body jerked instantly. The video cuts off right after, leaving many wondering, was she really attacked by a supernatural presence? A grieving visitor shared footage taken after a heartbreaking visit to their late mother's grave. They explained that while kneeling at her tomb, they quietly asked for a sign that she was still with them.
Blue ones were not spinning at all. Mom, are you with me? Spin fast. The blue ones were not moving at all. At all. It's not a windy day. It's not a windy day. Look at the branches.
Almost instantly, small paper windmills placed on a nearby grave began to spin wildly on their own. The eerie part, there was no wind at all. In fact, in the video, you can clearly see that nothing else around them moves. The timing, occurring right after their plea, makes the moment even more powerful. Some believe it was a direct response from their mother beyond the grave, while others dismiss it as coincidence. Nonetheless, the moment is quite emotional. A man known as a ghost hunter ventured into a forest late at night. Armed only with a flashlight and his camera, he carefully made his way along the dark trail. At first, everything appeared normal. The only sounds came from the insects of the night, but that calmness didn't last long. His camera soon captured something terrifying in the distance. Take a look. Perched on a tree branch was a chilling figure dressed in tattered white clothing, its long hair hanging down to cover its face. Many believe this was no ordinary person, but an actual ghost. Overcome with fear, the man began trembling, stumbling backwards, before finally deciding to abandon the forest immediately. On a lonely trail rarely visited by anyone, 3 women stumbled upon something strange. Hidden among the trees was a rusty iron door sealed tightly into the ground. At first, they thought it was just part of an old water system. Curiosity got the best of them, and they leaned closer to investigate.
Oh, is that glass?
It's plexiglass.
I heard noises. Dude, do it.
Ugh. Do you hear it echoing?
We have to do it now.
Holy shit.
Are you?
This is insane.
Oh.
There's a flashlight in my backpack. Go get the flashlight. It's in the top.
But as the camera zoomed in, something none of them noticed at the time was caught on film. A pale, ghostly face peering out from the darkness below. For just a second, it stared directly at the lens before vanishing. Strangely, in the follow-up video, the women never mentioned what was seen beneath the door, leaving the mystery unsolved.
I'm Mackenzie. I think I'm the sacrifice for that.
I think it's a water system.
A terrifying moment was accidentally captured by 2 young children staying at their grandparents' home. They were simply making a playful video when something strange happened near the old barn.
Estamos aquí en la casa de mi bisabuela. Se fue la... ¿Qué es eso? Se fue la luz. Esa es la casita. Porque... Y mi mamá... Espérense. Y mi mamá y mi abuela se fueron al Oxxo a comprar velas por eso. Por lo que pasó de que se fue la luz. Y pues... Estamos aquí. Esas son las... Mi abuelito... Espérense, no sean chillones. No va a pasar nada. Y esas son las cenizas de mi bisabuelo. Porque pues desgraciadamente él ya falleció. Y el baño está allá. El baño, mi hermano quiere hacer pipí, pero el baño está allá. Y mi abuela nos dijo que cuidáramos. Mi abuelo nos dijo que cuidáramos aquí su casa en lo que ellas iban. Pero espérense, Pero pues el problema es que aquí no sabemos. Y pues no tengan miedo. No pasa nada. Abuelito, si estás aquí, preséntate. Si estás aquí, preséntate ante nosotros.
Somos tus
Nietos.
At first, a dark shadow moved silently inside. Then suddenly, a mysterious figure burst out, sending both kids screaming in fear. Some viewers argue it was just an animal hiding inside, but the earlier shadow didn't resemble any bird or bat. Others believe it was something far darker, a supernatural figure revealing itself. What started as a peaceful family vacation by the riverside soon turned into a night they would never forget. After sundown, under the glow of the moon, a camera was set up to capture the calm beauty of the river, but instead, it recorded something deeply unsettling. From the riverbank came a strange dragging noise, echoing unnaturally through the night. Moments later, a pale and frail figure appeared crawling along the edge of the water. Its twisted body looked frightening, its mouth clenching onto what seemed to be a large fish. Some believe this was a supernatural river entity revealing itself, while others think it could simply be a camera trick. But what do you think was actually caught here? During a massive house fire, one woman decided to record the chaos unfolding as neighbors tried desperately to extinguish the flames. But her footage captured something far more terrifying than just the blaze. For a brief second, a dark figure resembling a ghost darted past the camera, moving as though trying to escape the fire. The form was visible for only a moment before disappearing. The woman didn't notice it until replaying the footage, leaving many wondering, was this simply a shadow cast by the fire, or a spirit caught fleeing the flames? Another chilling video uploaded to TikTok shows a man performing what was meant to be a harmless ghost prank on the street. At first, everything seemed fine, but things quickly took a disturbing turn. The man suddenly collapsed, appearing to be in real pain, as though struck by an unseen force. Many believe he may have been possessed at that very moment. Strangely, none of the bystanders rushed to help him. The video ends abruptly, leaving no answers to what truly happened. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please subscribe to Shivers and ring the notification bell beside it to get notified of future creepy videos. I will really appreciate that, and I'll see you next time.